So Dennis, what are our two favorite things?
What is our favorite?
No, dude, no, we're not doing that anymore. Like, we can't do that after every episode. Like, instead of us having to go through that nonsense that we always go through, I prepped something for us. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so you actually thought that we have to do it.
Warning.
Yes, I see the means of flip by.
This is a hashtag work alert.
This program may contain strong language and adult content.
Mama, hierdie klink baie kontroversieel vir my.
Because now we don't have to like mess around with
Ever again.
I know, and I just got you prepped to do that like stupid little thing. And
that's because you like taking me for a wine on this bloody show.
Cool. So yeah, that's. Oh, and we should probably start the show. Let's start the show.
I think let's do it, bro.
Yeah.
Welcome to the South African Ages.
Best podcast in the world.
Hosted by
Get clever.
and the Captain.
That's my daddy.
Hey,
Welcome to it.
Oh, you didn't start with. I was just going to say we were about to do a jacuzzi.
Jacuzzi. You know how it goes. How's it going, guys?
Yeah, man.
How are you?
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to you, bro.
Oh, again.
How are you doing, my brother?
All right, bro. Lekker.
Yeah,
I'm excited, man. We're on what episode are we on? Oh, we've done so many.
4.
Like, no, we haven't.
We've only done 4, dog. The South African Ages podcast brought to you by my main man, Captain. Are you my co-captain or are you just my captain?
No, I'm your management, bro.
Well,
like this is when I put that pseudonym
Captain,
on.
my captain.
No.
Yeah.
That's only when like I'm freestyling. Like,
And then of course the Lord Dennis Leach, aka Kid Clever. We've got a good show today, bro. I'm actually quite excited.
yeah,
for
man.
this
Just my couple of things that I'm doing is the usual, the track of the day, which we're going to get into and talk in, which is going to be pretty sick. We've got a question time that we're going to get into and talk to a little bit later because that's going to be an interesting little. We'll be doing a little bit of an experiment differently, but it's still there. And as usual, our TSAEP recommends.
Yeah,
got a
that's
couple
what's
of
up,
things
man.
there.
I've also got a few topics I'll be raising. I got South African hip hop in Cape Town. We've got an artist in here that could share a lot of input when it comes to that subject. And then track of the day we're going to talk about, I guess. We got a Kissing Cousin first track, eh?
I think it's a probably exclusive release because I don't think we've done anything.
No, we haven't.
Yeah, we did the Captain thing on the Kicked It last
That's
episode.
correct.
Now it's Kissing Cousins.
The actual drop, first time.
It sounds like we're releasing things really quickly. Meantime, this is like 11 years in the making.
So yeah, we'll be chatting about that. Yeah, dude.
And then, we were going to have, just mentioning, because we keep on mentioning that we're going to get experts. And he never comes in.
Doesn't seem like I got an expert to me.
No. He sounds like an amateur. I think we're going to have to change his name.
Keeps on giving us the best now, but okay, well.
But we're very excited to have
Mr. BLACQ, aka the one.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't have to say that.
Yeah.
It doesn't translate on audio, man.
What up?
Away, dude. How you doing, bro?
Nah, easy like Young Jeezy, my bro.
Yeah, dude. It's so funny because now, if I would give you an intro, it used to just be, performer and recording artist. Now it's businessman, mogul, all kinds of stuff. You're doing a lot.
Let's before we get into too much detail about who this guy is, let's let the listeners hear what he's about.
Yeah, short little intro there.
Yeah, we do.
I said I can't stop, 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 I can't stop. I'm crawling from the bottom to a stairs house. We street ass niggas never back down. Diamonds on my neck 'cause we got cash now. I whip it for the block and that's a cash cow. Still up for you, yeah. I was brought up hard by a single mama. No drama, don't cry, nigga. Even when they said my daddy died, nigga. Ain't no tears in my motherfucking eyes, nigga. Blah. I came up like a zombie in the graveyard. Summer days on my block, check my bill about. Louis belts all around, born with a crown. Crown Vic, backseat, money counting. I said I'm on the road. Where can I go? Fresh and new clothes and they can't let me go. Dope man, pulling money like a rope man, dope man. Can you see I be dope man, dope man? Yeah, I never be a broke man, dope man.
Dope man. Jacques, dope man. Yeah, dude. That's the man right there.
Yeah.
When you hear that, like, what goes through your head, bro?
just the memories, probably the video we shot. Usually when I hear that track, the video pops up into my.
You were in Joburg. You were in Joburg that time doing that.
Yeah.
It didn't look like it. It looked like you were overseas. I'm not gonna lie.
But it was a big production. We had like 50 people working behind set and trying to get the sets looking and doing and
just for you, like, man. You had your troupe. You owned your kingdom.
Well, I was there. I just got signed by MMC Records International in Jersey. So that was the first single that we did, and so we just popped the video out there for it.
What track was that on that?
That was Dope Man. That was the first one we did with MMC.
Okay. Oh wait, dude. So let's take it to the beginning, I guess. How did it all start, bro? You know what I mean?
Wow, man. It's a artist's journey from point A to B or to wherever we be right now. Right? I came up in an artist household. So. Like my mom.
Yeah, we're sitting here with a piano just behind him, like it's kind of it's right now.
My mom is a pianist, and she used to be quite a famous pianist, and my father used to be a comedian,
So entertainment was always.
So he was born to be a rapper because he's a comedian and.
That's true.
It's like, all right, now we made one. Finally, finally go. Yeah, we gonna be retired good. But yeah, so since a young age, I've been acting in independent films and also being even just extras in movies, and further than that in quite a few international movies.
Yeah, and that's a big thing in Cape Town. It seems. I mean, you guys know that I was involved in doing a lot of that. It's
exactly.
It's rad because there's money. People are willing
Definitely.
to.
And it's like, instead of what you're gonna do today, it's like let's go and sit around and have some crazy fun and get paid for it. And also they always have great food. They always got good food.
You get paid, you get fed, and you're not really doing anything.
Not really. I mean, that's just only here and there that there might be some. Physical, you guys gotta walk back over there and then retake the shot.
I remember Captain actually telling me he got casted for a movie. I think it was one of those pirate type of movies.
Which were the OCOB of Kings of Province.
I'm not sure exactly which one it was, but you said they grabbed you into makeup, they put all this type of shit on you, and then you sat down, you literally fell asleep, and then they paid you for it.
Which I think we were doing a lot of movies. Both of us we were doing, because we used to catch each other like on sets. It's like, oh shit, here we are too.
And then it's like sort of okay, cool, what do we do now?
But I mean, you left for the States. Would you say that's when you kind of took the artistry serious, or were you more like in your head, I'm going to study type vibes? What's the vibe?
Nah, I was in a serious car accident at that time.
Should have just realized we've got two lost. Dude was in a serious car accident. Anthony.
We're just interviewing paraplegics.
Sorry, I forgot my wheelchair today.
Ticking all the boxes, bro.
But yeah, then I was still on crutches, and when I went to the States, landed in the States on crutches and so forth. First couple of weeks, I was in the States adjusting and so forth, and finished high school there. Did the SATs and so forth, came top of my class, got scholarships.
Oh, check at this guy.
Went straight into business school, business marketing and things like that. But yet also as studying music, like classical music. And then also the business aspect of music and business music management, as well as small business management. Then I had a little crew then, and my boy moved up to North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina, which is very close to us, you know. That is like 45 minutes away, literally, you know, because we're like on the border of Northern South Carolina. So when he was up there, he was starting to scout for studios, because he was like, he uses a rap, and he's from Puerto Rico, so you know. And we had another homie who was a Cherokee Indian, but weirdly we all look the same. We all look the same, like we can. Everybody like, hey, y'all brothers.
I mean, some of completely different parts of the world.
They all like come from the same country and shit, you know. And so then we got booked in studio ATM Records, Addicted to Music Records, and that was a big thing. That was like, you know, because it was pretty reasonable price wise, and I was working at KFC right then, cooking chicken, like literally, like, you know. So to get studio time, so, and that was the focus, the do anything to get studio time and get this career launched.
Yeah, from the time that I first met you, you were one of those guys that's like a doer. I remember a lot of people have ideas. When I met you, you were like, no, we're going to do this.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, no.
Maybe sometimes it takes longer than possible, but it always gets done, Since then, I recorded a track called West Coast Life. It was about Cape Town and life here and things like that. And then those guys were super interested and they're like, yo, can we like sign you for the single? And
nice,
I was like, I'm 17 in America, bro. So I was like, those things, that was dope. Then I kind of left the scene a little bit to go study.
So I know that's been a major thing. I mean, I know your mom's a teacher and stuff like that. So education, you guys take that very serious.
Yeah, definitely.
You're not just a rapper like out here, like, yo, man, running the streets like that, trying to run those books too.
Exactly. You can't run the streets if you don't know how to read.
There we go.
So it's like even now, even in the first lockdown, and like now I'm a qualified English teacher as well. So
which is what we were talking about the other day. Like, I've been feeling. You've got to have a hustle. You've got to have multiple avenues, especially in this kind of climate with the vid and lockdowns. And you just got to work. Not be lazy, man.
So I'm gonna speed it up a little bit.
Should we we'll get back to him. Should we head into our track of the day?
Let's do that.
Cool. Okay, we'll start off with.
It's that time again.
Track of the day.
Yes, sir.
Are you digging those stabs? That kind of.
I'm loving it like somebody's not working on the show. Fucking hell.
That's because you're hearing it for the first time because I'm not doing it.
This is great. That's why I work here.
So, track of today, we were talking about Kissing Kousins. You can do a little bit of intro what that is. We were talking about it
for those of you guys who might have missed out on the first podcast, we kind of introduced ourselves as like a Kissing Kousins dynamic DJ duo. But the only reason why that came in was because back in the day, we're trying to start these parties. And with min budget and stuff like that, getting DJs was a bit of a struggle, you know what I mean? So we were like, why don't we just actually DJ at our own parties?
What was that? The one party I ended up because people canceled DJ for 6 hours. I'm not a DJ.
Yeah, exactly. So the Kissing Kousins were born in that way because it's fun to have a name like Kissing Kousins. And then we just decided if it's ever like a sort of like a conglomerate when it comes to like just creativity and new projects and stuff like that, we'll always go down in this name. But it gels from.
I'm going to simplify it like what you were saying is obviously the previous track was my production, the music, and then you got on it. That's always going to be the captain. But when it's something that you bring me or we working specifically for each other, then it's under Kissing Kousins.
Under Kissing Kousins, yeah.
And this is that track. This is the first of that.
Time we drop
exclusive.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Check it. This is to get assaulted. You have to use an assault rifle.
That's right.
That's if you have an assault rifle. True. Kick back, relax, flip that Kit Kat, relapse. Who's that? Kid's back. True facts. Spit that chit chat. Make stacks. Kick back, relax, flip that Kit Kat, relapse. Who's that? Kid's back. True facts. Spit that chit chat. Make stacks. Remember me? That MC with infinite energy, plenty. Peep who came with me, 20, Mr. Excellency, whole 3, day 1, missing, haven't seen him, I want attention, Cape Town to Iowa, mission, signal the driver, take 10. All I know is that I'm finally good, moving back straight out the hood. All my G's in another mood, all my G's in another mood. All I know is that I'm finally good, moving back straight out the hood. All my G's in another mood, all my G's in another mood. Who gave me that lead? Time to organize the battle. Who's running these kids like a horse without a saddle? Move black, stay back, ain't nobody here. The method is better when it's crystal clear. Yeah, chop and a jump shot. Charles Dickens on an MD wrote a cut plot. Where did it happen? Obviously at a crack spot. Still wrote the verse like I entering from Bloodsport. Kick back, relax, flip that Kit Kat, relapse. Who's that? Gets back, true facts. Spit that finally good. Moving back straight out the hood. All my G's is in another mood. All my G's is in another mood. All I know is that I'm finally good. Moving back straight out the hood. All my G's is in another mood. All my G's is in another mood.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So
That was the assault rifle.
the assault rifle, assault rifle,
Assault rifle, yeah.
Assault rifle.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's funny that it's actually a play on the words, but back in the day, with the farmers, they used to actually shoot you with a salt gun. You know, like instead of having blanks, they would put salt in the caps and they'll shoot you.
That sounds.
That might have hurt, bro.
Yeah,
That sounds really.
That's like
bad.
rubbing salt in the wounds for
Yo,
real.
for real. That's probably where it came from. You know what I'm saying? Put some salt in you, son.
Yeah, man. It also accidentally that we're releasing this track that is kind of like a feel to kind of a lot of tunes you release. I don't want to say under the trap genre, but like kind of that
So
feel
this
of
is
it.
this is something that I've kind of people sort of also don't know. Like I've worked with BLACQ for a few years, and the funny thing is,
Imagine I said that. Like,
I work with BLACQ for a few years. Like,
hey guys, just to know, we should maybe say it's BLACQ.
yes, it's BLACQ.
Yeah. We're
So I
not
worked
being
with him for a few
slurry.
years, and he's always had future beats. When I say future beats, people were dropping trap in America, but in Cape Town, people were still on the crump type tip, and he brought a batch of trap type of music. So I've kind of like felt like I've had it, I had it in already on what was about to come down to South Africa. So a lot of the stuff that he was doing, which I never really jumped on anything, I was just always like checking out what you were doing. I
was listening with a consciousness.
Yeah, because I mean, when you and I were doing music, our stuff was a bit left field.
Yeah, but that's only because I could only do left field.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I've always gone like, yo, man, I definitely got to do like some stuff that's like that. You know what I mean? Because for real, like you used to come around with like beats that I'm like, what the fuck is this? And you're like, dude, I need to I'm like, alright, cool. Let's talk about that. Like, when you started out, like, what was your preferred? Were you more of the lo-fi? Were you of the crunk? Were you of the boom bap or sampling? What was the vibe?
We were. It was
you
more of a
you're in the
old
south side,
school
that
vibe,
side.
more of a jazzy vibe, you know. But you know, when I got to the south, it was a fucking whole different situation.
Yeah,
you know?
dirty,
I was
big-
like, hold up,
Big
damn.
bass type stuff, right?
I need to see what these guys are doing,
Yeah.
you know. These niggas is bumping and it's shaking everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, so I was like, damn man, I need to get people shaking everywhere too.
Yeah,
You know, so
yeah.
that's when you start like, but I got noticed quick because there's a lot of rappers, but there's not a lot of good rappers, you know. So it's your content, the way you deliver everything, what makes a good artist, you know.
Yeah.
And
And you're well read, like which is
exactly, which is also a big plus because I
Yeah.
mean that's your vocabulary there,
Yeah.
you know, that's your literature,
Yeah.
you know, that you're placing down from pen to pad.
Yeah.
So that's what makes the difference between rappers. At the end of the day, a lot of people just talk a lot of shit.
Yeah, exactly. And then repeat
What
those
they've
words.
heard, then they're like, do you even know what that is?
Yeah.
Because like when I was signed with MMC, those guys are Nigerian and they rapping along to songs, and there's always asking me, so what does this actually mean? What does that actually
wow,
mean? And I
okay.
was like, this is simple words that we use in slang in America or as thugs or whatever, you know, the type of language or lingo as
Ebonics.
you know, as street urchins, shall I say, you know, like they don't actually understand what these things mean. It's the people thought like, you know, what is a brick, bruh? What is this like? And I said, nah, a brick is a brick of cocaine. That's a kilo, son. That's a key. You know, that's what a brick is. And I said, they were wondering, man, these people building houses, moving bricks across the border.
I feel you.
Wait a second, now it's bricks, never cement or no laborers, nothing.
I can just picture a whole lot of people like mistranslating and misunderstanding, like, oh, they're laborers. Like that's all the like NWA crew. Like,
now they're walking now, and there's such fancy cars. I mean,
And for it to
transport
be
bricks.
a builder.
yeah, no, but that's what it is. The American dream. You go there to become a builder.
That's the African man's job in America. We builders.
So yeah.
We used to be grinding though, right? No, it's just like now it's just
Let's
a
talk
norm.
about that. Let's
This is
carry
like
on.
a proper norm to us now. This doesn't feel like grinding anymore.
Yeah, well, they just get back to you. I mean, you were talking about being about in the States and stuff, and then he came back, and I think that's where later on you and I sort of kind of connected. I don't even remember how we met.
No, we met through Dennis.
Yeah,
Because
probably.
Dennis and I
I
we
didn't
still
want to
met
give him
at
credit though. Screw him.
It will come back.
which we met at a big concert.
Yeah.
Where we were. I think you were performing
Yeah,
that
yeah,
night.
yeah.
We're in Obs actually.
Oh,
What
yeah.
was it there? Was it Forex or just the?
It was for
That
Forex.
was the place between the name we remember, but it was some other place.
No, that was Mojo's Cafe, because I had
There
my
we
first
go.
live
That's
performance
the one,
because you
Mojo's Cafe,
performed.
yeah.
It was on my 30th birthday.
Jesus, yeah, it probably was. Yeah.
Yeah, my memory.
2010.
Yeah, my memory from
There we
that.
go.
Exactly, bro.
My memory from that time is a bit vague.
Nah,
But
this is
yeah,
an
so-
elephant right here.
So you came back to South Africa. I mean, what was the vision anyway? Like just like coming where you.
There was no vision coming like back. There was no vision coming back to South Africa. I was coming back to South Africa for an interim, and then going back to the States
Yeah.
to jump on tour and stuff like that.
You see, I remember meeting a couple of times, and you're like, "Oh, I'm here just for a while." Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did I say the one time that really insulted the guy when I said, "Oh, you're just a fly by night"? It was like, you got into real
That one
trouble
time.
that one night.
That one time that you
Shanty.
insulted one person.
Oh yeah, sorry.
One
Yeah, okay, that's happened a lot.
Yeah. But yeah, so my vision changed because when it was World Cup, I think that was the problem.
Yeah.
And you know, us South Africans
Yeah,
like
2010,
to have a great time constantly.
Yeah.
So I was down here, I was like, oh yeah, for a month or two.
Yeah.
World Cup, pull in everywhere. What month is it? You said 2 years? I'm gonna call my girlfriend.
I left the stove on.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like, you know, literally. And you know, then I met Kid Clever.
Yeah, I did an interview
Yeah.
with you on Mother FM. Yeah.
And that's
Oh, dude, yeah, that was you were on after when I was working in Mother. With
So this was
Dylan.
before you and Dylan started there.
No, didn't he start before you?
No.
Okay,
He got in because of me because he wanted to use mine for sure.
Okay,
yeah.
cool. My
And we
bad,
talk
yeah.
about.
Oh, you see, I was just 2010. I was still like KFM,
I just landed. I think I was only here for a month or something, or even a few days or something.
Yeah.
And that's when you said, "Yo, I need to have an interview with you," because they were performing. They just came off stage, and then it's like, "Yeah, man, anytime." We swapped digits. We were then communicating. It's like, "Yo, this is your interview.
Yeah.
Let's pull it through. Bring some tracks, whatever." I was like, "All right, sweet." Did that.
Yeah, but that time
and
was
then
pretty
we went-
loose. It was
and then
right.
that night
Yeah,
we went to a
remember-
Playboy party.
You know? But you see where it started, remember, because La Vie is right. Mother FM was in La Vie back
Yeah, I
then,
remember
right?
that, correct.
So then we pop over to La Vie and grab some beers, because
Yeah.
that's how I am. You all know me. Like, I was just, hold on, is there a break? It's like, can we drink in there?
You can drink it, yeah.
Yeah, so that's, it's like, you can't drink in there, but wait, on this side you can drink. I was like, nah, let's get these then.
And then things progressed.
Progressed, yeah, and that's when we started having crazy ideas, man. Like look, let's start. We're all talented. Let's
Doing
start
stuff,
our
yeah,
own things,
working.
man. Instead of you going to go sign again, why don't we build something? Let's start. We had so many ideas, and then there's like, eventually then formulated to where. I remember I saw the pictures of us a few years ago in observatory when we still built the booth.
That's what I want to jump in like the what
And it's
because
me,
he's also
the three of us there.
Sussex Records and my mate, what's up, Stephen Gilfillan,
Yeah,
Snowy.
he's still gonna put in
He
door
helped
and
me, the
things.
hardware. We got a hardware guy to come help him build a booth in his
Yeah.
room and stuff. Yeah, man, it was.
Yeah, that's
You know what
all
we said?
there.
I remember that. Remember that the first track that was recorded in the booth, the Hipster Suicide. I think
Yeah.
we're gonna do it on this podcast at some stage. Like,
No, that's way back, man.
Yeah, dude,
you
that's
know?
like really way back.
And And
10 years.
when I look at that pictures, I'll be like, wow, look at we all it's weird. We all look exactly the fucking same.
you know what?
None of us have aged.
And I think this is a great thing. Like, I think this podcast, all we're gonna have is now is from vampires. Like, we don't age.
That's what I like. Some chick tried to holler at me from primary school. It's like, I didn't win. Were you a mask? Damn, girl. Sure, I should have noticed you.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm a twin. And I was like, there's two of you. And then she's like, send me a recent picture of yourself. So I sent like a selfie pic real quick. And she's like, you look exactly the same, bro. What are you eating and what are you doing? And like, you haven't changed at all. I was like, man, I'm sure I've changed a little here and there.
Yeah, you know what I think is the internal change. We go through so much internal change. Outside we still.
Yeah, it's like, we got that. I don't know if it's the Vaseline or the African sun.
No, what is the joke that I say? Well, I remember from my 20s and 30s. Well, I'm still in my 30s, but
he's ready to make the leap. He's ready to make the leap to the 4-0.
No, we're not going to talk about that. But it was pickling, but like alcohol pickles things. Yeah, that's always the way we kind of tend to go.
And then, then Sussex Record happened.
Sussex,
and
and
then he kind of blew up,
things were happening. We were that time you had your show still on CTV was still coming up,
After Mother it was CTV.
Yeah.
It was quite a crazy time.
It was a crazy time, and that's what we also all just
I think
that was when you started doing the parties as well.
Yeah, that's when I was living in observatory.
Yeah.
And
that's why that because like you lived like a stone's throw away from me, and it's like we were always busy with all kinds of things because we had so much.
And I think, it's like you said you were in States when you were younger. I was also like finished studying stuff and we were a little bit younger and we just enjoyed stuff. But then we got a little bit older and we were like, we were partying and joining. But at the same time, we were like, no, we want to do cool stuff.
Exactly,
We want to work, do as much as we can.
We released a lot of content and videos and things at that time as well, if you think about it.
And then nobody listened because nobody was online in SA at the time.
Everybody was like, yo, what phone is that? Is that a BlackBerry?
Put it this way, I mean, I remember like the whole sort of youngster thing was quite a big bubble, and like they were saying like 11 mixtapes, and then I remember you came and you brought like how many mixtapes did you do down in America? Like about 13 or something stupid like that.
Yeah, something.
Crazy. So I realized that your work ethic. I mean, I think Chris, you said this off air or on air. That you're a doer, you know what I'm saying?
I said it on air. Should we go back? Should we play back?
We'll be back. Just quickly wanna
check something out.
That's the energy I enjoy because I mean being from the sleep town, Cape Town, cats just talk, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you were like, we're gonna build a studio. I'm like, yeah, sure, man.
Yeah.
Seriously.
That's what I picked up with him as well. It was refreshing, especially you and I in Observatory at the time. You'd been doing a little bit of stuff. I'd left radio work, and we wanted to do stuff. And a lot of people were really excited, especially at the bar. They're like, yeah, man, that's dope.
And
then nothing happens.
And when people were like, next thing, here's the pictures of the booth that's busy being set up now, and people were like, what? Brand new speakers, brand new. We went in on that though,
Yeah, I remember still going to the shop with you when you actually bought your monitors,
you actually took me to go buy.
I was helping. I was advising him on his monitors and stuff, man.
Buttons. Crazy.
Dude, it was really dope for me because like he's going there and I'm thinking, no, we're just gonna kind of shop around. He's like, yeah, cool, I want to get these, and he just gets them. I'm not used to that kind of shopping. Like he was like, I've got the money.
Selling meetings about meetings.
He's like, cool, I get them. We're building a booth. Oh no, there's a booth right there.
But that was very exciting times. That was the start of Sussex Records, and then fast forward to 2016. We moved into a professional building, all glass. We moved our studio into the 5th floor.
We actually went to the 5th floor,
we literally moved up.
Literally, city skyline. Really doing it. Really
in
doing
the city.
it.
Wow. I enjoyed. That was a party.
I was just gonna say, I remember it was nice and professional stuff, but I only have bad memories because that was all my fault.
Chris always pull up with man, I lost my keys.
And again, this has got nothing on to do with Braits. It was all mine.
But it starts off,
Yeah.
always the start off at the studio and then it's off to Long Street.
yeah. Oh, well.
But I mean, we churned out quite a bit of work there as well.
Yeah, you did a lot of stuff. Like I mean, we'll talk off air again, but I again want to get, now that you're back in Cape Town, to get back into mastering some of my stuff, because I don't like mastering my own stuff, and there's going to be stuff out there, and I know you.
That's very true. That's very true. Because like you criticize yourself, you know.
Yeah, and you're too invested in your own project.
It's too much. It's too
Then
close.
you end up over mixing or under mixing.
Yes, because it's too close to you.
It's
too close to you.
And usually what it is like, once by the time he sends me the files, it's usually like simple tunes. I'll be like, oh, this, and then it's right.
Yeah, and it's fresh ears without
taint
to it.
Like, exactly. It
I
makes a big
wanna,
difference.
so I want to kind of
taint.
just,
What's the other?
What's that?
It's the US, and your taint is like the plate material.
Ben, no, wrong show.
Oh, sorry.
Wrong show. So I want to kind of like just get your opinion on, because being from the States where like this whole hip hop thing kind of originated, coming back to South Africa and listening to like the climate of how people are doing their things here, and then being in Cape Town, and then you've also being in Joburg. I wanted to find out from you, like in terms of South African hip hop in Cape Town, where do you think we lie?
Look, at the moment, there's a revolution happening in Cape Town, talking about where all these young boys they've got the talent and they've got the stories and life experience. Even if they 12, 13, you really know what you go through when you're living in Cape Town on a daily basis, you know. And Cape Town is the happiest city in the world. Doesn't matter what we go through, everybody's laughing and smiling and saying, oh, you got robbed. Right, brother. Better go get that new phone or go make a case or something. You know what I'm saying? Drink this beer, just drink this damn beer, because you're stressed, you look stressed.
Because you live near the beach. Yeah, look at the mountain. Like, so what do you
even in Sussex Records, how many times is like, you know, Michael Swagger, also a former artist with Sussex Records, one night left the studio and then came back. And it was all beaten up. And I was like, what happened to you? And I was like, they beat the brakes out of your ass. And then he started laughing. I was like, I'm sorry, bro, you okay? He wiped his face off. And he's like, they tried to rob me, you know? But it's a normal circumstance out here in Cape Town.
But you know what? There's the thing that I've always thought, and I've told a lot of people about, like where I feel sometimes in the States and certain places that like that kind of struggle brings out great art.
It does.
Like, you're seeing that day to day, like it makes you really appreciate those kind of things.
And also just like the imagery in Cape Town, you can jump in a taxi and go from bling to shack to like, normality to bling, all in the same street.
In the same, I feel you.
You think about it.
100%.
Because Cape Town is 5-star to its own, so you have to adapt to that, and that's what the people or the rappers, shall I say, of Cape Town had to adapt. Yeah. Because they came out, we were superstar. I said, excuse me, who are you? The one track with 2 views?
I get you.
You gotta get your act together, boy. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not a rapper, bro. These probably 2 plays came from you.
Yeah.
You know? If you want to come to me with that arrogance and that almost like you've got that experience in the game and things like that, and then we come and say, oh, you got 100 plays in 6 months.
Yeah. Come on.
Well, you know, guys, step back then and rather start respecting each other and start getting together. When you see, okay, what are you doing?
Yeah,
that's getting you.
So I don't want to move too far from it, because I mean, my opinion in terms of the South African hip hop in the Cape Town.
You know what? Nobody cares about your opinion.
I just want to know, because I know the only lack we've got, like, you know,
standing together is
not even forget that chat. I think it's the business knowledge of the music itself.
This is also a very big aspect of the thing, because everybody wants to be a record label owner and trying to do, but they do not take the time, or they're not educated enough. You can't just, say, I just finished high school, but you want to take on a responsibility of an intricate business such
in a
as the
business
music
that's been
industry,
running for how many years, and big sharks up there, and here you are.
I mean, I was chatting to a mate of mine, like in the band side of the world, it like any manager or their business team was their girlfriend or their friend of the. It wasn't anybody that's in the field.
They have no experience in it, and that's why it's like, if you really want to take yourself seriously and I always tell these cats when they just come to Six Records, they be like, yo.
You should know because this is what I'm saying. This is why
it's
I'm
an everyday thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, I need you to help me or whatever. I said, like, look, this is a business at the end of the day too. I can help you where I can. What is your budget and things like that? You know, it's how we always did it. It's
This is
money.
what I mean.
It's
This
like,
is where ATG started. It was
Yeah.
me. I was the only one of the few dudes that had a studio for a while, helping out people as where I could. But it's tiring eventually.
It is.
Like,
it does because you know, people see like, yo, where you at, and then they just want to have that overnight, which is not how it works. You know, it's even now I feel like I'm still upcoming. I'm an international award-winning artist. You know, and I still feel like I'm an upcoming guy because we're still going through the same struggles every day. Because every day in this business, you learn something new.
So the culture shock is what I want to talk to you about. You went to Joburg. What is the hustle like when you see the temperature there? Because this is why I was saying the South African.
Like, you know, it's, okay, over there. Over there, it's more of this whole bling factor. What I've got, what you've got, and who I am. Okay, so and who I know. You know,
but from what I've heard, it seems to be an industry there that's actually perpetuating. It's helping itself.
It's moving because people is like, yo, if you could, shit, jump
we'll pay
on.
you, you get paid.
Jump on, yo. That's the culture there. Like, you know, everybody's not trying to say like, yo, step back because I need to step first. You know what I'm saying? People are like, yo, these young cats, let's make money with these young cats. Let's get these cats on every radio station. Let's do, you know, there's the pace of things, you know, definitely is a big change because there it's not like we fighting to get onto radio, you know, our own local radio stations, you know.
Bro.
There's like Josie FM was on my WhatsApp, be like, yo, when can I have an interview with you? Because you're making good music. They're not saying because they're not gonna go. They can't call Drake up and say let's go do an interview. But you making dope international quality music. Let's expose what we've got. Now here it's a difference. That's what a difference.
And this is what I want to ask. Like, what do you think it is?
Over here, it's I don't even. It's
a passivity that like I
it's
feel
a passivity.
Like,
no, it's not. It's not even passivity. Sorry to break your words, my gents, but it's just. Those people are still trying to strive for themselves, and they just want to take the spots. You know what I'm saying? I feel you. They also, like I'm saying, I'm an award-winning artist, but it still feels like I'm on the hustle now. We need to start getting that mentality out and then opening the doors for our next mans. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You like let's just make us let's just mention two names and then make an example of what's Good Up FM. So Les Mitchell and Reddy D. They only also then put certain people's music on and they rotate that all the time. But they the biggest ones, the first ones to say out there, oh, we don't have any Cape Town artists on 5FM and all that. But I said, we don't even have any Cape Town artists on Cape Town's radio station. So what is the point? What are you trying to make? Because how many times got to fight Good Up FM?
Just to give us a hearing. But you see, now this is something that I felt like many years ago, but I'm always, you know, that I'm always trying to think of the future, and sometimes it's way too far in the future. This whole music industry has been through an evolution. It's busy changing about how it worked, and I think we're only starting to slowly catch up now with the way, like the early evolution of cloud rappers in the US and stuff like that, where people are doing it for themselves. And
now the cloud rappers are becoming a big thing in South Africa as well,
a model,
because you know, a lot of people were like, SoundCloud, but SoundCloud is the biggest cloud on the planet.
Exactly.
It's the biggest platform on the planet.
Full on.
If you're not on there, then I don't know what you're busy doing, you know?
Cool, man. Because we're going to get back to it, because this we can carry on for this for ages. I know.
This could go to another episode.
We'll
part 3 to fucking 8.
Patreon, like they'll pay us like 15,000.
No, we'll level up.
I think we're going to head up into the recommends TSAEP. What does that acronym again mean?
The acronym of TSAEP.
Yeah.
First of all, nobody speaks to me like that, bro. Second
I looked at you. They can't see how I looked at you.
South African Edges podcast, you little motherfucker. Shakus.
I was like, what's the TSAEP?
The South African Edges podcast.
TSAEP Recommends.
Yeah, man. So we at recommends. I've got 3 things.
You got 3 things,
and like, you know, what's so nice about it? It's 3 different formats of stuff. Like, first I'm going to do the visual stuff. Did I talk about it in episode 2 about 12-ounce mouse? Have you watched 12 Ounce Minds, man? Everybody go check it out.
I have seen it.
Is it a
It's
movie
not.
or-
It's one
a
of the
series.
It's an animated series.
Did you ever watch Aqua Teen Hunger Force? It's animated.
Yeah.
It's whack as hell. It's updated. It's really bad animation. It's
people-
really whack content.
It's basically the animation looks like a 4-year-old did it who's got Parkinson's, and the content looks like a bunch of people who came from a trance party who are still on acid and they had to go to work.
Is it like that Australian? What's that Australian show that's also really bad?
I love that.
the caveman
Aunty Donna's.
Oh, I've seen that new one now.
Yeah, the
on
Aunty
Netflix.
Donna's Big Ol' House of Fun. I love that as well.
I mess with that, but I want to have to say, all parties out there, don't forget the Trailer Park Boys.
No, that's one of the original. No, but this is like it's newish. They're on season 3, I think.
Yeah.
Like, and it's the links and stuff. Everything's going to be up. Oh, I just want to also point out to everybody that's listening, because I've seen now how people consume the YouTube content. The descriptions aren't always there on your phone and stuff.
Yes.
All of the things that we're recommending, all the things we're talking about, I am overworking and putting this stuff up there, so even back catalogs, people can go and check out the links and stuff like that, just so that because we're not getting paid to promo these things. Eventually we will. The business manager Brett's going to do that for us.
And so that's the other thing that we wanted to entrap you with. Yeah. So you'll be doing that for us, right?
Oh yes, okay, cool. We got it on the record now. Now we'll go back to my second recommend. Neil. It's difficult to say his name because there's Gaiman.
It's Gaiman?
People say it's Diamond.
Yeah.
Like they go.
But it's his pseudos, isn't it?
No. It's just how you pronounce it. But he wrote Good Omens, like with Terry Pratchett.
Yeah, bro.
Specifically now, this is where it's audio Bibles that are out. Volume 2 is out. I've started listening because I read a lot, and I've read all the Sandman graphic novels. That is eventually going to be a visual series. But the part 1, Act 1 was already out. Act 2 is just dropped, which is all like well-known actors and actresses doing the voiceovers, very cool sound design, so you can just listen to it and you can get to know the stories, and it's unbelievably big world, like really well done. And yeah, that's
audiobook, huh?
Yeah, it's on Audio Bible. I'm going to put up the links and stuff for it. Act 2 is out there. I mean, it's Kat Dennings is playing Death. I think in James McAvoy was the main character in the first season. There's a lot of big names in there,
cool.
and they're doing like old radio dramas, which kind of we're doing because there's no visuals.
Exactly.
So it's radio dramas with like really big production and really interesting stories.
Sounds like good eargasm, bro.
Yeah, dude, it definitely had that. Now talking about eargasm. You were listening to with me my musical recommendation was Mr. Bull. Amazing producer. Like I think on last episode we were talking about Andrew Wang that does these 4 producers, 1 sample. I don't know if you've checked it out, Brett. It's actually pretty cool.
Check it out.
Like especially for a producer nerd, like you see these guys, they get 1 sample and they remix the hell out of it and they got a day time limit. Now one of the guys that he gets on them is Mr. Bull. He just launched, I'm going to put up the link on YouTube, a whole album called Phantasmagoria.
How many tracks?
I think it's like 10 or 12 tracks with kind of a cool video and stuff. You listen to it a little bit.
Yeah.
This is what I wanted to talk about. It's amazing. It's kind of dubsteppy, kind of glitch. But the main thing I loved about it, it's got all the elements that you have of the big stage production, like, it should be like this massive drop, should play at like a glitch mob new rave thing, but it's intimate at the same time. He's a very good producer in that way. It still feels like, it can play in your room, but it also can play on a huge stage. And the production on it is amazing. You must check it out. Everybody else check it out. It was released the 10th of September this month, so we'll put up the link, check it out.
Yeah, man.
Now your recommends, bro.
Nicolas Pantedosi, also known as Decap, is an EDM trap artist, but it's so weird because these producers, they normally do alles. I mean, he's kind of started out in the lo-fi era of music, and then he did sampling, and then he sort of went into more hip hop. But nowadays he's moved into like the EDM trap. He's also from you guys' generation. He's born in the 80s and stuff like that.
Oh, dude, you're not that much younger. Stop making bullshit, yeah. Just because your pseudonym is Kid Clever doesn't mean you stay that age.
He's born, obviously he's an American, born in Nashua, New Hampshire, United States. And actually, fucking reading this guy's bio, I didn't know Nashua. Is Nashua like an American product? Like
Nashua?
Yeah,
What do you mean
Nashua.
Nashua?
Like they
How you pronounce it?
make printing and shit like that. Printing equipment.
I think it's
I never
probably...
knew that. I thought it was
I thought it was like a Swedish company.
I didn't know.
I thought it was Japanese.
I also thought it was Japanese. Ooh, once again, I'm doing that.
Stop Asian hate.
Yeah, but he's worked with a bunch of big ass artists. I mean, Joyner Lucas, for those of you guys who are the new age guys, Talib Kweli, Hit Boy, Locksmith, Zone I, like the name goes, like even Smoke Dizzy. So he's very much hip hop, but he does EDM trap now. So if you guys really want to check out the guy's very versatile within the hip hop realm, but it went into the I think I can say white boy trap.
Just because I'm in the room doesn't mean okay, cool. We'll me representing my race, I exceed.
It is Heritage Week, so I might as well.
We're gonna bring it up, man. Yeah.
And then because you're always showing me animation. I checked out What If. I don't know if you've seen Marvel comic series has just dropped What If.
Okay.
And it's basically, it just came out, it's basically what if Captain America didn't climb into the booth, but the woman that he loves, you know, the chick that promises him a dance, what if she climbed in? Because she's from Britain.
Then Jessica Jones. Jessica Jones.
I forget what her name is, but it's an animation. So it's like kind of like what if Captain America wasn't Captain America? Feminist time. Did I say femicide? Oh God, it's because I'm in South Africa. Bleep. Yeah, so what if Captain America was Miss Britain or whatever? So it's a whole jumble up of the stories.
It's a bit
cool.
of a mind
So what was that thing that came after the Matrix? That Animatrix.
The Animatrix.
So it's like a whole lot of. Is that an offshoot of the?
It's set in the alternate universes. So you get the real one is like, but what if? You know what I mean? It's very interesting. Unfortunately, it's so descriptive that if I had to tell you what it is, I would spoil it.
No,
exactly.
You know what I mean? We don't do spoilers here. Cool.
But
We'll
just
put up the links.
Just think if different characters just had to do different things, and sometimes the bad guys be the good guys, and so check that out. That just came out. Then that's my recommends for today.
Is there anything? What have you been listening to, watching like lately? Anything that you can kind of think off the cuff, like without putting pressure on you? Just be better.
Basically, Squid Game.
I was going to bring it up. I'm glad you brought it.
My God.
I'm on episode 5 or 6.
This is actually brilliant. I've been hesitant about it.
So was I, and I started watching it, man.
Let me just
was it in the name? Was it in the name, the fact that you were hesitant?
No, because
it's a Korean
it
story.
looks not about that as a Korean. It just looks like a simple game show type of thing.
Yeah, but it's so much better than that.
When you actually just watch the trailer, you're like, oh.
No, I was listening to it in the background with another mate of mine that was there, and I was like, this sounds like one of those like foreign nonsense things. And then I was like, okay, cool. I had a bit of time. I sat and watched it. I'm intrigued as hell. It's really, really good.
The concept
great
is
concept.
crazy.
And I've seen a lot of movies and alternative horror things that have kind of the style, but they don't do it as well as they've done. They've done it so well. Like it's really, really good.
Suspense. Everything is on point on there, you know.
Yeah, man, it's like
let's see, and then on a comedy side, I'd say Cuckoo. I don't know if you've seen Cuckoo. It's an English series.
Yeah, dude, I know. I've heard a lot about it.
It is ridiculous.
Okay, no way.
It's one of these famous English actors. Is this one of these massive dudes? And
you're talking about he does Taskmaster as well, Greg Davies. I'm pretty sure it is. He's like a giant of a person. And he used to be a teacher. That's Greg Davies.
Yeah, he plays teachers in most series and stuff like that. Yeah.
And he does the Taskmaster series, which I love as well. It's really, really cool.
Check that out. He's super crazy. So I really appreciate. I've kind of I saw him in Inbetweeners, which is another one. That's a massive, dude, that's crazy.
And then the movie came out and stuff as well. Like it was. Have you watched the movie?
No,
it's cool. It's got all the hits, but it's not really as good as the series. The series is got real deep into their stuff. What do you like? I'm also very curious, obviously, because you're a decent producer. You're a great producer, and you're really into sound and stuff. What have you been listening to lately? Like, what's been kind of turning you on?
I've been listening to a lot of synth music, and that means like a lot of people send me music to listen to.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, so you're very much local.
No, it's fully international. Like it's local and international. So it's every now and then I come across a local track and be like, oh, which is, and every local track I've been finding for the last 6 months since I've been on this, because it's basically they digitally pay me in digital currency for me to review their tracks and
So you're getting Ethereum? Are you getting Russian money?
then
Are you a spy?
I basically use that what I received then to promote my own music. So it's basically costs zero for me to promote my music, and that sends plays and stuff get to where they go, you know. But I've been hearing because it's not just hip hop that records, all kinds of genres. So it's from rock, EDM.
Oh, dude,
dance.
this is.
You know.
Yeah,
I've
just anybody else that out there is listening. He's a good producer, and I try to be in that sense as well. No matter what genre you produce, you've got to listen to other genres so that you can learn. Like it's as simple as that. Like there's a lot of dudes in certain genres that are like they only listen to that. I'm like, you're not gonna break.
You've got to know what's out there as well. You know?
I just want to get his cock out your mouth and so if you had to give us some like good recommends, like who should we check out for, dog?
We just asked him that question.
Yeah.
He did answer. Sucking your dick and he didn't say anything.
No, the answer was yo.
So
you fired as an interviewer. I think like.
Right now, I've been doing a lot of like I'm saying, listen to random artists to try and find what the feel is out there, what people.
I want to help him out here because what I want to say, I felt sometimes when you are busy producing, you don't often have time to really dig. I mean, we've chatted about how you dig and stuff. You're actually in the zone. You've actually got to take a little bit of time out, say, oh, let's listen what's out there. Yeah. But if you're busy producing or you're busy working with things, you're kind of focused on that. Yeah. And then every now and then you need a little bit of time.
Right now, like my main focus is on to listening to these tracks because it develops my music at the same back end, you know? So
exactly, it's a project that you're involved in, so therefore you invested in that, and that's where you got to concentrate on that.
So but on real talk, let's Lil Baby's definitely, you know, on my tops because he hasn't stopped working.
Cool. You must send me those links and stuff because I want to just put it up so that we can.
You know, and Joyner Lucas, obviously. Let's give the boy their props. And I am. Am I forgetting somebody? I can see him in my mind.
You are forgetting yourself because you just dropped something new, man.
Oh yeah, that's also me
Let's
as a
talk
people.
about it. Yeah.
He's on the mic and he forgets about himself. I love it, the humility.
Suck your own dick for once.
I tried.
Do the Marilyn Manson, man.
But real talk, got new track out. Nine's doing really well.
Nice. We'll put the link up.
A whole lot of positive energy going on in that track. It will be live on all major platforms around the world soon, and then obviously the music video will be shot soon, and then will be out to be released. So it's grinding. Yeah.
Cool. Next, because we've kind of got.
Yeah, we're gonna get you into our locked up padded cell right now. It's about to go dark.
No. First.
Don't say no, bro. I don't like you saying no.
That's my safe word. No, dude, guys, don't take that as advice. That's terrible.
Pause.
Kissing Kousins. Pause.
We now, I think we're heading into our question time. We're just going to hit the stab and then we'll talk about it.
So goes.
It's question time. Yeah.
Don't say walk again.
That's hard, bitch.
Please don't say walk again.
Walk again?
Yeah, man, Heritage Day. So we decided to take the South African ages
question time on the road.
On the road, yeah. We took it on the road, a little bit of a tour vibes. Yeah, it's question time. Should we do it individually or
Well, we can do it in a couple of groups. It depends on who's he's on a phone call at the moment. We can't do that.
This is what happens in Heritage Day.
Okay, let's go to the Braai section. We go to Braai section first. Oh wait.
Question time on the South African Ages podcast. Chris?
There's no camera. Your hoodie's not gonna.
Yeah, don't worry. Chris. Anyway, we'll start up here. If you had to have a stripper name, what would it be?
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel, that's good.
Olga Brosmanova.
Alright.
I would have it as Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel. I'm gonna go.
My stripper name would be Bunny.
Wait, hold on. Yeah.
Mine would be Bob.
Your stripper name will be Bob. Alright.
Little Red Riding Hood.
This is like pretty obscure answers. I dig it. Like.
I think that should be explained though.
Yeah. No, look.
Okay, if you had to have a stripper name, what would it be?
Twinkle. Sex bomb. Twinkle, mine would be Twinkle.
I don't have a stripper name, but I've got a stripper song. If I was a stripper song, it would be Need You Tonight.
No, you have to
in excess.
name your answer.
That was a good answer, bro. That is a good answer.
So respect to your parents and the people who raised you. Yeah. But if you had to have a celebrity or an icon to be your parents, what would it be?
The Rock. He's an amazing father and he's built like a big shit house.
There you go.
Whoa, that's hard. Okay, I'd want my father to be a Springbok player. So yeah, I don't know who I'd pick from that.
Chase and Colby, the small giant.
Yeah.
All right.
My parents are celebrities.
Moving on. That's it, Lucky.
Oh my god.
Okay, so
I think I'm older than Ed Sheeran though.
That's a young inside ginger joke.
That's a good question. See, as a musician, I would like to think of some rock star or something, but then that wouldn't help my drug problem. If I could grab back in time, I'd say John Bonham, legendary drummer. Fuck, you can be my mom too, that's fine.
Alright.
I like the equal opportunity.
Johnny Depp. He seems like the coolest parents ever. No. Coolest parents ever. If I had to sleep with someone, Jason Momoa, guys. Let's be realistic. I'm just saying. Oh, God.
You thinking? We'll go out.
Madonna.
Yeah. I kind of like that one.
Your mother.
I kind of like that one.
See, I would like that a little bit too much. That's the problem.
So, knowing what you know now, if you had to go back to high school, what would you do a little bit different?
Oh damn.
But between you and me, I'd fuck more chicks.
Honesty, I love it.
Between you, me, and like the rest of the
Like anybody that's listening.
And
I'll definitely try to push for a sport like rugby and be a star in it.
You'd run under their legs.
Keanu Reeves as a dad, because he's chill. He's a humanitarian.
Celebrity or an icon as one of your parents? Which one?
Keanu Reeves.
Boner, you too.
Bono.
Mr.
not a boner, a boner.
Soren Atkinson.
It seemed like you got really excited on that answer.
She was eating balls, so I was like, boner. Knowing what you know now, if you had to go back to high school, what would you do different?
Nothing.
I wouldn't give a shit.
Telling it like it.
So samesies then.
I would have studied. That's what I would have done.
I don't know. High school was pretty great for me. Like,
a couple of answers like that.
Like, I mean, I had my own fair error and trial in high school. I was in 2 high schools as well. So I was in Malmesbury first for a year and a half, and then coming from that to Durbanville High was So coming from that, there was quite a contrast.
Okay.
So I feel like I've done a bit of everything. I've had my fair trial and error.
So you okay with
we can talk about some stories. Sometime.
That'll be another podcast.
I agree.
All right. So are you ready? The police are here, guys. The police here.
But they're part of our heritage. Let's get them in question. Let's ask them.
Yeah, we should
police
ask
some
them in
questions.
question time. If you had to change any law or add any law to the Constitution, what would it be?
This always bothers me, but then gents, rapists and stuff, they should get the balls cut off.
Love that one. I love it.
Castration.
Yeah, castration. Yeah.
It's not gonna stop them getting a boner.
Free medical care and free education.
Get their dicks
Free medical care and education.
And free education.
Yeah, bro, I'd the death penalty too.
Yeah, back with that.
For really bad things.
Yeah, back with that. Alright, cool.
Death penalty. It's very easy, free education.
Yeah.
And free healthcare. and with that, better public transport. Right. And then that will really excel the people in this country.
That's actually
Go ahead.
I think they should allow drinking and driving.
Next question.
All right, so back at you. Last one. If you had to create a public holiday, what would it be?
Ooh.
This is your public holiday. You can go
there's like Singles Day, fucking man's day, bro. I said my birthday. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, no.
That's a valid answer. There's nothing wrong with that.
Make it all about you.
Yes, I wanted to be a birthday as well.
Your birthday's a public holiday?
Yeah.
I'd make Halloween twice a year.
Twice a year. All right.
Double the fun.
And yours?
What did I say? Singles Day.
Singles Day.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, there we go.
National Sparkle Day.
What happens on National Sparkle Day, by the way?
Everybody has to rub themselves full of glitter and they have to run around being sparkly. And every time somebody has a problem, you go.
I think sex for
And you
everyone.
have to hug everyone.
Be consensual at least.
Okay, consensual sex.
Forgiveness Day.
Forgiveness Day.
Ginger Day.
I was just going to say that.
That's Ed Sheeran. He's here with us on National Braai Day. It's Ed Sheeran.
All right, and that's a fucking wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah, we always pitch up at your house and just make you feel nervous. That's what we do.
What's it like? What were you talking about earlier? Like
You're
we
our-
love you. You're our guest, but we're
But
at
at
your
your
house.
house.
Always, man. That's how we roll.
Shall I do it?
Yeah, ask me the questions, man.
So,
I'll even answer.
what is, if you had to have a stripper name, what would it be?
Champagne.
Oh shit, I like
I
that.
know he's prepared. He's had this question a couple of times before.
Shout out to Aunty Julie. Obviously, I got mad love for her. But if you had to have a celebrity or an icon as a parent, who would it be?
Will Smith.
It worked?
Yeah, let's do Will Smith.
Yeah.
That one.
He's such an asshole and he gives his kids everything.
Yeah,
So
I love it. Please.
Let me also make a hit album because my daddy Will Smith.
And with no talent.
Actually, boy got talent.
Yeah, no,
I was
shame.
surprised when
No
I was like,
shame.
God damn, is that you? Are you sure that's you?
No, it's paid for talent, man. Sorry, controversial.
You know, they coached the shit out of him, but I mean,
Yeah.
that's what daddy does.
I mean, obviously, he's got like fucking 1,000 producers on his music,
You know what I'm
so.
saying? You say
You can
every
pick and
word.
choose.
He just says, hey,
Hey,
pause.
done, wait.
Now learn the song.
So if you had to add a law to the Constitution, what would it be?
No, look here, this is T's and C's. Okay, you can add a law which is restrictive. In other words, are we banning this? Or you can add to basic human rights. Oh, every person has the right to something. So it can be negative or positive. Like
Every human must have the right to free electricity and water.
that is in our constitution already.
Shit, nigga,
No,
doesn't
Don't you
happen.
get yours?
No, it doesn't.
Don't you get your
No.
balls?
Electricity ain't free. Water ain't free, bro.
Unless.
Well done.
Sorry.
Well done. Ladies and
Check my
gentlemen,
point
he
of
has a
privilege.
trust.
Check my point of privilege.
I'm the high one, they say.
What? Water's not free? What about rent? Shit.
But right now,
Somebody else is paying that, man.
All right, cool. Knowing what you know now, if you had to go back to high school, what would you do different? Don't say, take that young
Walk
lady.
again. Oh, no.
I was gonna say I would do nothing different, bro.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I respect this.
Awesome.
School
Like,
Roban.
well, it's when I was there. And stuff. So
Oh,
I was
dude,
like-
I'm gonna fist bump you because we're part of the bunk crew.
Yeah,
like
you know,
regular.
like, you
Not a
know,
part of
but
that
I
crew.
mean,
Yeah, because you
And
had
I'm
clever
not
in your
a
name.
part
but it
of
was
that.
like, dude, I went to like 7 primary schools and 5 high schools, and still didn't finish high school by then. I went to go finish high school in America because we moved around a lot. So it's like, you know, it's for me. It was like I got to move to different places. I got to know lots of different people constantly.
But you had fun,
You know?
man.
Yeah, no, it was me, myself, and my party, bro. So it doesn't matter where I'm at. I'm like, oh yeah. They'll be like, what the fuck is that guy doing? It's like, I got my music, I'm like, yeah. Oh, 6-pack, 3 6-packs in the backpack.
See, this is what I was talking about. Like, people have asked me that kind of question. Would you change it? And I'm like, no, because then I wouldn't be me.
Me, yeah.
I mean, there was some effed up stuff that happened, fucked up stuff that happened to me, and there was some shit that made me unhappy. But like, what the fuck? You learn from that.
But we're like, shit, I shouldn't do that again. That got me
and that's how you know.
Can't sleep with a history teacher anymore.
Please call me. Please call history.
So, considering like it is Heritage Weekend and South Africa loves public holidays, if you had to add a public holiday to our calendar, which one would you create? You have to have the name and you know what I'm saying, like all that.
National Weed Day.
Dude, I think we've had a couple of weed marches and stuff, like a cannabis parade
it's
or
like a marijuana day. Just like everybody, and it's supposed to be free. You're not allowed to sell weed on this day. You must just be like, everybody is just like, bless everybody. Yeah, you got some weed. Yeah, have some weed.
Yeah.
Everybody.
You know what's really funny is the two of us that don't smoke and we're sitting with. We're like, yes, we know.
agree with you. So now we've got to go to the
No, but you know
we're gonna write a letter.
No. What? No, we're just freedom of choice kind of people, man. No.
There's some serious shit when you write a letter and you're like, God damn, you wrote a letter?
Dude, are you calling me a Karen?
Damn.
Cool, so that concludes it, man.
No, there was one other part that you'd always forget about. Like,
yes.
Do you know any swear words? Because it's Heritage Day and we like swearing.
In your home language.
Your home language, in
Or
any other language.
language.
Teach us to us.
We'll start like alphabetically.
Okay.
D for doers.
No, okay, come on. I'm talking, we're non-South African inclusive languages.
Right.
I think because, we all South African, this is South African pods, we should be speaking most of the languages,
you guys caught me at a weird stage because, I was like, I got a daughter now, so I've been cutting back on the, I'll be like, oh, damn. I've been editing
your stuff.
Gosh darn it.
This is a good producer. This nigga producing live.
He's got his like sweet
out, but my favorite or my general word is it's all about how you say it. Right?
Yeah, it's
yo, bitch. Fuck up with you.
He sounds like he's in Living Color sketch.
This is one of the products. That's what they did.
Totally, man.
That show produced this type of stuff. This is what happens to the generation. What are you watching? Nothing.
Yo, bitch.
But that's my favorite go-to word is that because because I can express it in so many different ways.
It's tone and
it's not so derogative, like sense like saying it's like it's like saying.
I'm gonna just add a recommend on you because on top of that you must watch the Netflix Origin of Swearing. Each episode it's narrated by Nicolas Cage swearing, and there's a history on the word fuck. There's a history on the word shit.
He makes you feel very stupid about some stuff sometimes.
Who, me or Nicolas Cage?
Yeah, we're talking about you know everything.
That's dirty.
And he goes on a rant. It's like a Hollywood rant that's beautiful. Yeah, and cool. And thanks, Brett, for having us here.
Thank you for having
once
me.
again, how do we follow you, stalk you?
All right, it's at @official_. That's Twitter.
It's gonna be on our pages, so he doesn't.
Yeah, but you might as well plug it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Official_, official black_ Instagram, and then official black. Oh no, on Facebook is Still Black, @StillBlack on Facebook. Yeah,
right,
it's BLACQ, guys.
That's correct.
Like,
and
I
it was
wasn't
such a
being
pleasure,
racist.
Doc. Thank you very much.
And before we
guys
totally say goodbye, because I'm just reminding you, remember we started episode 1 and 2.
I just want to say goodbye to him.
Yeah, no, but he's not leaving yet. He's going to listen to this. We're forcing him. Episode 1 and 2.
With his consent.
Oh yes, sorry.
Forcing him with his consent.
The safe word is no. Sorry, no.
The safe word is no.
The first episode, second episode, we kind of were talking about. Launched at the. You haven't heard our coronavirus nursery rhyme that I wrote the whole book? No. So you don't even know about this. So all Ring a Ring a Rosie, all the old nursery rhymes had to do with plagues. No, it had to do with plagues and stuff. So I wrote one that was for this plague, and it's on my nephews were singing in the background of it.
Oh shit, you involved other people.
Yeah. Oh no, we're involving more people now.
Oh,
Like that's
no.
already out. I've left the stems out there, and one of our
shit.
boys has done a remix because we said, hey, because it's got the tune of Old Man's Home. It's an old nursery rhyme. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh yes,
And it's my lyrics of a thing, and this is now what he's done with it. This is literally gonna.
So as we told you guys to send us like remixes, so
Yeah, this is one example, and this is a very extreme version of it. You're gonna. And otherwise, guys, we'll check you later. But
Later,
enjoy
Jacques.
like the energy.